Today's commentary is titled, If You Still Believe in One Nigeria. If you are a citizen of Biafra, if your parents and ancestors are from the eastern region, if your home is in the eastern region from Sapele Wari through Bonny Port Harcourt to Calabar, Ekom from Obudu through Nsoka to Ela, if you come from anywhere within this area and you still believe in one Nigeria, you ought to ask yourself some critical questions. Why do I still believe in one Nigeria that is growing backwards into the Stone Age? What is life like in Nigeria? Is it like being in paradise or being in hell? Why is it that everyone who has the opportunity to do so escapes from Nigeria in the blink of an eye? What part of life in Nigeria can be said to be attractive to any decent human being? Why is it that all over the world, anyone who calls himself a Nigerian, no matter how highly placed, is immediately deemed to be a thief, a robber, a conman, and a bank robber, an evil person, and immediately treated with the worst disrespect and ignominy? The reason is simple. Nigeria is seen as the major center of evil in the world, in the whole world today. Nigeria and Nigerians are seen by the whole world as evil. So why would any sensible, self-respecting man or woman want to be associated with evil, with Nigeria, want to be a citizen of evil, and want to live in evil? Which human being, rich or poor, educated or illiterate, strong or weak, white, black, or any other skin tone, would like to be part of the most corrupt bastards in the world, the dumbest and the most stupid leaders in the world, the most arrogant and dishonest people in the world? Why is it that intellectuals, business entrepreneurs, and even common folk who were driven out of Nigeria by successive military and civilian governments go on to become really successful people and even world leaders in their fields once they settle in other countries of the world than Nigeria? Have you seriously asked yourself why people from Eastern region find it so very difficult to succeed in Nigeria unless they turn themselves into slaves of the Hausa Fulani Yoruba, or are willing to kill their parents, brothers and sisters, uncles and aunts, destroy their communities, towns and cities, steal everything that their communities have and send to them, and send them to Ndi Hausa and Ndi Yoruba? Dear people of Eastern region, at home and in the diaspora, hear this and hear it very clearly. You have no future in Nigeria. Your children have no future in Nigeria. The only thing that awaits you in Nigeria is slavery, poverty, untold hardship and suffering, and murder at the hands of corrupt barbarians in the Nigerian government and their agents called army and police. We repeat this to you again. You have no future in Nigeria. It does not matter what you have now. You have no future in Nigeria. The Hausa Fulani Yoruba oligarchy, the Sokoto Caliphate, and the Nigerian government will never allow you to freely express your high intelligence, your gigantic talent and skills, and your humongous ingenuity and creativity. As early as the 14th century, when our ancestors came in contact with Europeans and other people from other lands, those people recognized that we, the people of Eastern region, are very intelligent, creative, talented, and very enterprising. They exchanged ambassadors with our leaders and our governments then. They traded with our people. They sold goods to us and we sold goods to them. They saw that we had our own nations and governed ourselves very effectively and efficiently. The kingdom of Biafra stretched from 9 miles from Benin in Ibakiri all the way to southern Cameroon and to Gabon. The kingdom of Benin stretched from Benin to Eko or modern-day Lagos. Biafrans established powerful trading posts at the entrance to the big markets of the interior. King Jaja, an Igbo man, established and controlled the palm oil trade at the mouth of the river Niger at Opobo. The Oba of Benin controlled trade from Benin to Lagos. Greedy British traders resented the control being exercised by King Jaja of Opobo and the Oba of Benin. The British government declared war on the Oba of Benin and his people and slaughtered them. Seeing that they could not defeat King Jaja in a military conflict, they begged him to come onto their ship to sign a treaty, a trade agreement, after giving him guarantee that they were only going to sign a treaty on trade with him and that he was not going to be harmed, kidnapped, or killed. Once on board their ship, they kidnapped him and sent him into exile, and he never came back to his land again. With the two powerful leaders and their armies destroyed, the British took over trade in our land and also hated our people for having the effrontery to stand up for their rights, to exercise their freedom, and to assert their rights over their own private property. Since then, successive British governments have hated our people, the peoples of the kingdoms of Biafra and Benin, and have continued to punish our people for standing up like men of valor. They have continued to subject our people to unimaginable and unconscionable cycles of torture and death. Sometimes they do it directly by themselves, but often they use the Hausa Fulani and the Yoruba as surrogates to slaughter our people. Notice what they did during the Nigeria-Biafra war. Watch what they are doing now, using the oil companies like Shell, the so-called Nigerian government, which is actually the British government, using Hausa Fulani Yoruba savages as stooges. Think of this. Where did Shosho boy Yakubu go on? Mad barbarian Moritala Mohammed, area boy Motopak Tout Olusegun Obasanjo, simpleton Shehu Shagari, Islamo-fascist terrorist Muhammadu Buhari, the savage snake gap-toothed Dracula Ibrahim Babangida, the night-prowling barbarian Sani Abacha, and the leprous recluse Umaru Yaradua. Where did they learn the art of governance? Where will they borrow the brains to rule people like Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Professor I.E. Ayo, Dr. Nwafo Orizu, Dr. M.I. Okpara, Chief Dennis Osadebe, Chief Jeratan Mariere, M.T. Mbo, Dr. Akanu Ibiam, Professor Ayo Basi Ndem, Chief Ekukinam Basi, Dr. S.E. Kuki, Justice G.C.M. Onyuke, Justice Louis Mbanefo, Professor Kenneth Onwuka Dike, Chief Margaret Ekpo, Dr. K.O. Mbadiwe, Chief Frank Ubut, Chief Frank Opigo, Dr. Alvan Ikoku, Dr. Ifegu Eke, Chief Raf Uwechwe, Professor Eni Njoko, Mr. I.S. Kogbara, Chief C.C. Ono, Mr. S.N. Dikibo, Chief Enio Aban, Dr. Okechukwu Ikejana, Professor D.I.C. Ijoma, Justice Aniagolo, Justice Chukwudefu Oputa, Justice Nemeka Ago, Justice Ezo Zobo, Justice Graham Douglas, Chief Oyibo Odinamado, Ken Sarowiwa, Chinua Achebe, Professor Claude Ake, Professor Chike Obi, and the thousands and thousands of high-level intellectuals and administrators the people of Eastern Region produced. Where will they steal the brains to rule these people? They can't get it anywhere. And so it has been that the blind, deaf, and dumb have been ruling highly intelligent men and women with their sights and hearings intact.